Thank you, John, for attending today. You and I have been working across Cigre for a number of years now. I took over the Cigre convenership from you in, I think, 2022. So it's been a number of years, and it's been a really interesting, ride for myself. I've learned a lot from yourself. Now you're currently, I understand, you're working with TransGrid, and you've got a lot of years of experience in Electronet. So moving across a utility in Australia from Electronet to TransGrid, what were the differences that you noticed in terms of the technical advancements or technical way of working in terms of overhead line design? The key one or two perhaps differences that you observed almost instantaneously.
Much of the work's the same. We're still building transmission lines. The things that are different is that TransGrid don't do live work. They haven't deployed their Lindsay structures for emergency restoration. They don't use helicopters. Whereas in Electronet, I was a little surprised, but in Electronet, we are somewhat ahead of TransGrid in those areas. And part of the reason that attracted me to go to TransGrid was in fact to introduce some of these ideas. They were already considering some of those, but we've already started developing designs for emergency restoration, which I think once they're developed, I'd be keen to share with other utilities and see and share with them their knowledge as well. With the helicopter work, I've been on some construction innovation workshops and looking at that. So now that's with the executive to assess the risks, and they're just talking now about introducing live work. So all of the things I really enjoy with Electronet, I'm now starting to get involved with.
That's really good. That allows cross-pollination of ideas between different states.
Yes.
That's fantastic, John. Thank you for that. So my other question would be, today obviously you were the presenter. You presented two presentations in terms of difficult foundations and and safety. From your perspective, what do you see as a challenge with the audience and our future generation? What are the one or two things that you would like to inform the audience as well as our next generation of engineers? Where should they focus on?
Well, one of my passions is safety, and some of the questions that have come up is about what are the pressures on our industry. I actually think one of the key things, whilst we have limited resources, there's a lot of pressure to get work done. But there's going to be enormous pressure on people's mental health and physical well-being to achieve that, because the people are going to be asking for more with less. And one of the things that I do admire with TransGrid, which I haven't seen in other utilities or other companies, is they've developed some really good safety culture. Most people have got that, but what now TransGrid are looking at is mental health management and introducing tools and processes to identify and assist people with things like fatigue. And quite honestly, the amount of workload with all the utilities, and what I'm facing as well myself personally, is this huge workload, having to get lots of work done quickly, and it's relentless. So mentally, it's often where I can see myself and other people becoming fatigued. And if you become fatigued, you're going to make errors, and you put other people's lives at risk. So I actually think that's one of the critical things.
That's a really good point, John. Definitely safety, fatigue management, health and safety, that's ultimate. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, John, for having your time over here, and thank you for having...
And thank you, Asif, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, John. All right, okay.